My name is Gary Strauss, and this is my Week 3.1 assignment for EDU 526 at William Woods University. This assignment involves strategies for dealing with challenging personalities. I chose to discuss the must-be-right scenario on challenging personalities from Appendix 5, page 70 of the 714 Leadership Training course. First of all, who are challenging people? Challenging people are members of our society whose conduct may impede our daily function with behaviors that are often abrasive, irritating, and/or disruptive, and that may be dangerous on occasion. A quick summary of the must-be-right scenario. The athletic director is on the phone when he or she overhears what seems to be an angry parent asking to see the athletic director. The athletic director tells the person on the phone that he or she will call him back and walks out to the secretary's desk. The AD greets the parent and asks how he or she can help. The parent continues to be loud and disruptive, so the AD asks the parent into the office. The AD continues to ask questions to find out what the parent wants. The parent is unhappy that his or her son is not getting any playing time on the team. The parent says the coach isn't fair and states that his or her son hasn't missed any practices, he's a good student, and has been on the team for 4 years. The parent says that his or her son states that he only gets to play on the scout team during practice. The parent and the son have not talked with the coach, stating that the coach is unapproachable. But the parent said that his or her son was a regular in the 8th grade and that the coach doesn't recognize talent. The parent thinks the coach should have talked with his son about the lack of playing time and says the coach doesn't talk to anyone. The parent also believes that his or her son should be playing because he is a senior. The AD offers to set up a meeting with everyone involved. Brief summary of the AD's response. I believe the AD did a pretty good job handling the situation. The AD tried to diffuse the situation by asking the parent into the office to avoid disrupting the educational setting. The AD tried to build a relationship with the parent by empathizing with their position, and tried to get to the cause of the problem by asking questions to get detailed responses. The AD repeats the parent's answers back to show that he or she was actively listening, and also asks what result the parent would like to see, and asks if either of them have spoken with the coach. The AD also offers to set up a meeting with the parent, player, and the coach. How could this situation have been avoided with some preventive measures? The AD could have had a preseason meeting for each sport, discussing the chain of communication and player, coach, and parent roles. Some of the things that could have been talked about: explain that every player can't have the role that they want on the team, and that parents should be supportive of their son or daughter and the team. Explain that parents should not discuss player issues with the coach before or after games or in front of other players, parents, or in a public setting. The AD could also state that coaches need to keep lines of communications open with players to let them know what their role is. If there is a problem, the player needs to talk with the coach prior to any parental involvement. If they are still not satisfied, the parent may speak with the coach. If neither of those satisfy them, the parent can request a meeting with the AD, coach, parent, and player. If I was the AD, the process I would use would be kind of similar. I would try to remove the parent and let them vent in a remote area away from the educational setting and try to build a relationship with them. Psychiatrist Eric Berne, the creator of the theory of transactional analysis, stated that when dealing with a challenging personality, you should remain unemotional and detached, but let them see that you are willing to help resolve the problem. Remain focused on the child and this issue, not the behavior of the parent. I would do this by actively listening, empathizing with them, asking questions to get detailed responses, repeat back what they are saying to let them know that I am hearing them, and summarize what the situation seems to be. I would try to reiterate what was discussed at the preseason meeting about the chain of communication and try to have them agree to let their son advocate for himself by talking with the coach. If they agree, that may solve the problem by itself. If it does not satisfy them, have the parent speak with the coach. If none of these work, or if the parent refuses, I would try to set up a meeting with all stakeholders, the athletic director, coach, player, and parent. If they agree to a meeting, I would try to lay some ground rules and set clear expectations so we can have a productive meeting. Before the meeting, I would speak with the coach to discuss the situation from his or her point of view. Even if a meeting takes place, there may not be a clear solution to the problem, but hopefully we can reach some common ground so that all parties can live with the outcome. If they refuse all of the above suggestions and refuse to have a meeting with everyone involved, I would let the parent know that a resolution would be difficult, and if they wish to continue on this path, they would need to speak with the building administrator for future complaints. I understand that having a preseason meeting will not eliminate all problems, but hopefully it will help diffuse some situations. People with challenging personalities can be difficult to deal with, but if some of the strategies I have discussed are implemented, these instances can be decreased. This concludes the presentation.